A simple compliment about Shekinah somehow turned into a full-blown courtroom, and honestly, that tells us everything about where the 90-Day Fiancé fandom is right now. Because the post itself was harmless. It called her classy, it called her a queen, it said she is who she thinks she is, beautiful Shekinah. That is the kind of post that should get a few hearts, maybe a few "yes, queen" comments, and then everyone moves on with their day. But no, this is 90 Day Fiancé Facebook, so within minutes, the comment section basically put Shekinah on trial. And the wildest part is, nobody was really arguing about the photo, they were arguing about what Shekinah represents. In the screenshot, Shekinah is not doing anything dramatic. She is not yelling, she is not throwing a drink, she is not sitting in some explosive reunion moment with receipts in her lap. She is just there, polished, composed, camera ready, with that very controlled reality TV expression that says, "I know exactly how I look right now." And that is where the split begins. To her supporters, that control is elegance. They see someone put together, someone confident, someone who does not look like she rolled out of bed and accidentally wandered into a TLC camera crew. They see a woman who understands image, presentation, and presence. And in reality TV, that matters, whether people want to admit it or not. Half of this franchise is not just about love, it's about branding. But to her critics, that same control reads completely differently. They see it as fake, calculated, too polished, too produced, too aware of the camera. And that is the fascinating thing about Shekinah. The exact same trait that makes some viewers call her a queen is the exact same trait that makes other viewers roll their eyes. Shekinah does not give soft, messy, accidental reality star energy. She gives curated energy. And for some fans, curated means aspirational. For others, curated means suspicious. But while everyone was focused on her appearance, they missed the bigger story. The real argument was never just about beauty. It was about class. Because when someone says she's classy, that's a loaded word. Classy doesn't just mean pretty. It doesn't just mean expensive hair, sharp makeup, and good lighting. Classy means behavior. It means restraint. It means how you talk to people when you think you're above them. It means whether your confidence feels empowering or condescending. And that's why the comments got so heated. Some viewers clearly don't buy the classy queen label because they're measuring Shekinah against her behavior on the show. They're remembering the moments where she came across as judgmental. They're thinking about her relationship with Sarper, the constant obsession with looks, image, body standards, and control. They're not just reacting to a still image, they're reacting to the entire character arc they think they've seen. And here's where the hypocrisy gets interesting. Reality TV fans demand authenticity, but they also punish people when they look too real. They mock cast members for being messy, then mock them again for looking too polished. They say they want confidence, but the second a woman actually carries herself like she believes she is important, suddenly she's arrogant. Suddenly she needs to be humbled. That doesn't mean Shekinah is above criticism. She's not. Nobody on this franchise is. If viewers think she acts superior, that's fair game. If they think her relationship dynamic with Sarper is uncomfortable, that's a real conversation. If they think she performs confidence but still seems trapped by impossible beauty standards, that's worth discussing. But some of these comments didn't stop at criticism. They went straight for cruelty. And that's the part people don't want to admit. A lot of viewers claim they're calling out vanity, but then they become just as obsessed with her face, her body, her looks, and every detail of her appearance. They say she cares too much about beauty, while spending paragraph after paragraph tearing her apart over beauty. That's not analysis, that's a mirror. The Shekinah debate exposes a very uncomfortable truth about the fandom. People aren't just watching the show anymore, they're judging who deserves confidence. And Shekinah makes that judgment difficult because she doesn't present herself as a victim. She doesn't walk into scenes begging to be liked. She often carries herself like she already knows the room is watching. That can be powerful. It can also be irritating. And reality TV loves that kind of contradiction because it keeps the audience arguing. The Sarper connection only makes it messier, because with Shekinah and Sarper, the relationship has always felt like two people who are deeply invested in performance. The bodies, the looks, the rules, the standards, the constant polishing of the outside image. So when fans look at Shekinah, they're not just asking, is she beautiful? They're asking, is this empowerment or is this pressure dressed up as confidence? And that's the question that makes this post bigger than one compliment. When someone calls Shekinah a queen, her fans hear admiration, her critics hear delusion, but both sides are responding to the same thing. Shekinah knows how to create a reaction. That's why she works on reality TV. Love her or hate her, she does not disappear into the background. She doesn't give forgettable. She gives people to project onto. Some viewers see discipline. Some see insecurity. Some see beauty. Some see artificiality. Some see a woman in control. Others see a woman controlled by the very image she's trying to perfect. And honestly, that's more interesting than the insult war. Because the real drama is not whether Shekinah is classy enough for Facebook. The real drama is why a single compliment about her triggered so many people so fast. Maybe it's because confidence only feels acceptable when it's humble. Maybe it's because viewers are tired of cast members who seem obsessed with status and looks. Or maybe it's because Shekinah has become the perfect target for everything fans dislike about the more polished, influencer-style era of 90 Day Fiancé. But here's the final question. Is Shekinah really the problem here? Or did one simple post just expose how vicious this fandom gets when a woman dares to look confident, controlled, and completely unbothered? Drop your take in the comments, because this one is definitely split. Is Shekinah classy and misunderstood, or are fans right to say the queen label doesn't match what they've seen on the show? And if you love reality TV breakdowns with the receipts, the shade, and the psychology behind the drama,